Do it.
I think I'm only going to be able to do 2 tomatoes here.
Pretty lady. Here are the new tomatoes. Hey, tomatoes. Sweet Jess has already planted her garden.
Ooh, look at it.
I think he was hoping the soybean ground would be better, and it's not looking that way so far.
Hey, guys.
What did she do?
It's her trimmer she broke because she's got huge arms.
she's a beast.
Stupid truck.
What's this truck? It's epic. You got long legs. Come on.
Yeah, and I still struggle, so what does that mean?
Your mom can get in fine and she's old.
She doesn't get in fine, she struggles.
Good morning. It is Saturday, and it is too wet, and it has actually been foggy for most of the morning, so we can't do field work. I am on chore duty tomorrow, so we are going to take this morning and do a little rock climbing with Jess. And we're actually going to stop at the garden center on the way home and pick up some soil and seed.
No plants.
And maybe spend the day planting a mini field. We're in our planting era.
Not me. I'm topping out on that.
Vegetable garden, flower bed, and lawn. Oh man, this is not your exposure. This is just how white I am right now. We are in the barn. I just want to make sure my baby is doing all right. I don't see her, which is maybe a good sign. Is that it over there? She is over there. How you doing? She's looking so much better. She's running. Hey, sweetie. One more day, I think. Still a little wobbly, but a lot better. Oh, she's doing so much better. Okay, I'm gonna give her one more treatment today, and then I think we're out of the woods. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Oh. So getting us some good stuff.
Yeah, we're going to do half of that and then half of the topsoil. A lot.
Yep. Oh. My lamb's getting better.
Good.
Yeah.
What was wrong with it?
I think it had white muscle disease. When you rake it, you can feel the lumps, you know?
Yeah. I think I'm only going to be able to do 2 tomatoes here because I don't want to make it too tight for them.
How many is that? How many done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So unfortunately, I think we're going to have to bail out of planting today. So I think Jess is going to do this tomorrow when she's got all day. We have actually got asked out for supper to Mark's dad's. So we're going to head there with Jess. And then I think she's going to go out from there with her friend to party because it's summer. It's actually May 2-4 weekend here in Canada. It's our our Victoria Day holiday weekend. So yeah, I think we'll do this tomorrow. I'm probably gonna be on tractor duty, I would imagine, like later in the day. I'm trying to embrace my shorts and I'm having troubles with it. I don't like my legs.
You have white legs right now.
They're really bad.
Well, your legs haven't seen sun in 3 years.
I know. I like pants.
Do you think the shorts are too long?
They're a little, like I feel like a camp counselor a little. I got new work shorts. It's the first time I've ever bought work shorts. I usually just wear whatever I don't wear for good anymore, and I'm just not there yet. I like pants. I'm a pants girl. Good morning. It is Sunday. I am on chore duty. We had a really nice evening last night at Mark's dad's place. And yeah, we just chilled and watched the sunset, and it was just glorious. It actually felt like a holiday weekend yesterday. We did things that weren't just farming, which as much as we don't like stopping when we're in the middle of planting, you know, if anything that we learned last summer through Jess's whole thing is that life is short and the work is always there, that when you do have a little bit of a window to just enjoy life, you should probably take it, because we just don't know how long we have, right? So yeah, yesterday was one of those days and it was great. Hello, Willow. Pretty lady. Okay, where's my girl? With her mom. Oh, she looks so good. Hi, sweetie. She's like, get away from me. You're gonna needle me. So right there. Hello. You guys are getting big. How did that happen? How is my girl? Ladies? Who did this? Come here. Come here. You're the new tomatoes. Hey, tomatoes? Get down. Just finished cutting my hayfield of a lawn, and it's only been like 4 days, 5 days since I last cut it. It's insane. We've cut grass so much this year, and it's only May. I took so long that sweet Jess has already planted her garden. You got it all done?
Ooh, look at it.
Onions, pepper, lettuce, pepper.
Get that!
Dog.
She ripped through the garden?
Tomato. Yeah, she ripped right through it.
Are you surprised?
Little doggy prints.
Cute,
You won't
eh?
have to worry about bunnies, you'll have to worry about her.
Oh, we're just getting that up at some point.
It is much later in the day, and Mark is out on the Joker. He took my job today. I had to run and get groceries, and I had to re-water all my lambs because it's so hot. I have got a couple drinks for Mark and I. I'm just gonna take it out to the field for him. Us from the Great White North are not used to this sudden drastic change of temperature. It feels like 30 degrees right now. It's very warm. Not complaining. I am loving this heat. I can't even see. I'll have to take off my glasses because then the camera likes this more. We are doing some tillage, which you didn't actually want to do, right?
No.
In a perfect world, we would be no-tilling our beans into our corn stalks, but it's not a perfect year and not a perfect world. So, do you want to tell them what we're doing? You're doing?
Well, we're running the Joker across it to kind of chew up the stalks and I guess kind of make the residue less of a
Hindrance?
Yeah, to planting, and the ground's also really sealed off and tight, so the air is not getting into it from, I guess, from last fall. It just like it's sealed off from all the rain and the winter. We didn't get a frost to open it up, and so there's a lot of moisture kind of stuck underneath the soil surface. And it's not like it's wet, it's just damp, and you can't
It's just
really
not drying out.
plant into it, and it's not drying out. So I'm kind of just trying to scrape the top off to kind of get some air in here and dry it out. It's worky, but it's still not really 100% happy.
Yeah. Ground is just not working up nice this year for anyone. No matter who we talk to this year, it's not a great year. Even no-till guys are struggling to get it in because their ground is wet underneath. So, yeah, there is crops up right now. There's quite a bit of corn we've seen emerge in our area, and it looks really good. Actually, you said you were pretty happy with ours?
Yeah, like normally you would never plant under those conditions, but we've had the right weather after planting.
Right.
That it's actually come up quite nice. So we have, to be honest, very nice even emergence coming up in the corn so far. So like I would say half of our corn is cracking the ground already.
It's good. I'm glad we pushed when we did, eh?
Yeah.
It's always a bit of a crapshoot to decide what to do when your soil isn't quite fit. Sometimes you just have to sort of pull the pin.
Yes, ma'am.
Love hanging out on a tractor on a nice sunny holiday weekend.
I'd sooner be sitting on a patio drinking cold beer.
Yeah, I think so. I'm on the tractor. I kicked Mark off. No, I didn't. He asked if I would take over. What was he wanting to do? Oh, he wanted to fill in those trenches where we were fixing some field tile by my lamb barn. So he wants to get that done because that field's going into beans eventually too. I'm sorry the exposure's so bad. It needs to not have my glasses on for it to like focus. Yeah, so he just asked me if I would take over this farm. I think this is it for the day. I don't think he wants to get too much further ahead. I can tell he's a bit off today, and I think this ground not working up good is just really starting to get to him. It's been really stressful with the corn, but we got a few rains after we planted it. I think the problem with gambling on some of this ground and just planting when it's not quite fit is if you don't have the perfect conditions after. So you know, really timely rains and some heat, then it can go bad. And, you know, replant is always something we just don't want to do. And yeah, so you're already really stressed at planting time, but when you knowingly aren't planting in the conditions you really want, it just adds to the stress level a little bit. So I found today he seemed a little off, and I think he was hoping the soybean ground would be better, and it's not looking that way so far. It'd be really nice if we could just get a lot of soybean ground covered this week, because I leave on Saturday. I leave in 6 days actually to go away with my mom and my sisters. So I really did not want to leave him in a lurch. He's already actually talked to the kids, and they're on deck to help out when I'm away if there's a bunch of stuff to do. I don't know, we might just get a week here of some solid planting, and then hopefully I can leave without that cloud over my head, knowing that I'm leaving my family with a bunch of work when I'm on holidays. It's the worst feeling, and I know everyone tells me not to worry about it, but I hate it. My stomach's been in knots for like a month. So I'm hoping this week will be a good week. I don't know if you guys can see my deers. There they are. Hey guys. Good morning. It is Monday, holiday Monday here in Canada. Mark, bless him, bought me a new backpack sprayer off of Amazon. Ours died. I tried to do some backpack spraying the other day and it just would not work. I think we filled it with soap or some sort of detergent to clean out our rad in the generator room in the fall because it overheated. And I think in doing that, it plugged everything. So I think this is smaller, which is a good thing because the other one was actually really heavy. What is this? What is this? Charger. Is it electric? Can you get me a fancy one? Why does he do this? I don't do fancy. I just wanted like a, you know, just an old school. Okay, well that's doable. Yes, it is electric, which means I need to charge it. Okay, I got some directions. Number 1, connect handle to pole. This way? Okay, connect pole to the nozzle. Is this the nozzle? It's a double nozzle. I think I'll just use this one. Looks good. Okay, well maybe this goes like this, and then like this. I think we're good. Fill in the liquid, and the filtration basket can keep large debris out of tank while filling. Cover the lid and carry the sprayer. Turn the knob to the right, and the sprayer starts working. Okay, I think we're good. The time has come. We are going to attempt to plant some soybeans. We did a bit of a switcheroo with tractors. He wants the Fendt on our air seeder. If you were with us last fall, you'll remember that we ran into some issues with it and we weren't really all that happy. They've since updated it and did some work on it this spring. So I think in doing that, there's a couple, I think, hydraulic outputs off this tractor that the John Deere doesn't have yet. So we have to use the Fendt on the air seeder for, I think, the down pressure, like the hydraulic pressure to keep the drill down into the ground on these harder sort of no-tilly soils. So we just spent the last half an hour just switching around tractors. So I've got the John Deere on the Joker and he's got the Fendt on the air seeder. So he's backing up now. We're gonna fill it up with seed. We've already got one Pro Box already in here. We don't have fertilizer with the seed, like in 2 different compartments, so we can put both compartments full of soybeans. He can do a lot more acres that way. It's a little nicer than corn when we have fertilizer in the one hopper and seed in the other. This way we can just have seed in both. Okay, I'm back on the Joker, but different tractor, so it's taken me a little bit just to get this field started before I picked up the camera to get used to the different controls. There's a little more pushing of buttons than the Fendt. The Fendt, you literally just press go and it knows the speed and it knows the depth and it just goes. And the GPS. Whereas this one, there's a couple buttons you gotta push. But for the most part, it's still hands-free. So I have nothing to complain about. And Mark is very happy with the way this field's working up. So that is good. As the wife, that's nice. I like to see him happy. I like to see him happy with the way the ground is working out. Now this field is a lot lighter than the one we were in yesterday, so that'll be why it's not too bad. Anyway, I'm already at the end. These are really short rounds, so I probably won't chit-chat too much in this field, but this afternoon we'll catch up. All right, I finished that field. It's a pretty small field, and Mark sent me home to grab some lunch and then make him a lunch. And I will tell you this. I know I'm a bit obsessed with the bakery that I try to go to almost every Friday. They make like the best sourdough I can't even describe. Anyway, they have pizza dough. Like, you make the pizza, but they sell the sourdough pizza dough. So Mark whipped up some pizza last night and I heated it up for him, and it's so good. So he'll be very happy to get that in his lunch today. We will be hard pressed to actually ever buy pizza elsewhere. We will, but it won't be the same. Once you have sourdough pizza dough, I'm telling you, it's a game changer, you guys. So good. I have taken over from Mark on the air seeder. This is my first go at it this year. So far so good. We've had nothing beeping at me and stressing me out. So yeah, I think I'm on my third or fourth round right now. He wanted to go home and just, I think he had a little bit of fertilizer left from the corn planting, and he wanted to put that in the spreader and just spread it around on some soybean ground here, and then have it emptied out so we could get some fertilizer deliveries here either later today or tomorrow, I think. I think he needs to add, when we do soil testing, and Mark works really closely with our agronomist, and I believe some of our fields need some potassium. I think it's potassium. So he's getting that delivered. Oh, the other thing I wanted to talk about is you guys have been really good at giving me book suggestions. However, I've gone ahead. I did finish A Little Life and destroyed me. And now I'm reading our book club read for the month. And it is called The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna, I think is her name. She does a lot of, I think, historical fiction. So I've just nicely started it. And I forgot my Bluetooth, my earbuds, so I'm just listening to my phone because I hate the tractor Bluetooth situation. I think that's it for now. It's pretty boring. We're just driving back and forth. The thing about fieldwork is I can actually talk to you guys. I treat it sort of like as if I'd be talking to you on FaceTime. When I'm in the barn, there's so much going on, and I usually have to put my phone down somewhere because I'm doing a job, and then I'll stop and talk to you guys on my tripod. But when I'm in the tractor and the tractor's steering itself, I don't have a lot to do, so it's a good time for me to catch up with you guys and chat. I hope that's okay. All right, I'm back at the farm. I officially got kicked out for the day. Marcus is going to finish planting that last field we had prepped this morning because that is looking like it's going to hit pretty close to home here, so he doesn't want to get into another field and have to quit planting for a few days. We like to sort of start and finish a field on the same day just so you don't have wacky emergence. It screws up timing for all the steps, all the spraying, all the fertilizing, all the things you have to do after the soybeans are planted. after any crop is planted. We sort of like to start and finish a field. That's a nasty looking system on the radar. It looks like it might just barely miss us, but it also might hit us. So we're just gonna err on the side of caution and call it a day when he's done that 11-acre field, I think it is. There is one thing I need to do though, because Rex is coming tomorrow, and it's kind of a production when he comes because he has a whole setup for his scanner. So I have to rip apart my handling system and get that all ready. So I might do that while I'm not in the field, because the worst thing is if we don't get rain and I'm in the fields all day and I have to like rush out mid-afternoon to get this all set up. I just don't know where I'm gonna be. So if this part is done, then I can jostle around the sheep, I think, tomorrow.